Today we are talking about some confusing bourbons or whiskeys that if you're early in your bourbon journey, you might make a mistake and buy these thinking that it's another one. Let's talk about it. Let's go. Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Carlos. Thank you for joining me here on the Whiskey Corner. Truly appreciate you guys stopping by, checking out the video, and checking out the channel. Thank you so much for all your support. You guys, with all your help, you helped me get over 1,000 subscribers, and we're keeping on climbing, so that is amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I promised you guys a live stream where I'm gonna be giving away some goodies, right? Once we pass 1,000 subscribers. So I narrowed down the date, Wednesday, January 25th at 9 p.m. Yes, that is when we're gonna have that live stream. It's probably gonna be for an hour, and if you didn't see that video, definitely check it out here or here. Go on that video that I just posted there. It's the cigar blend, Joseph Magnus cigar blend review video. In the comments, put cigar blend and you'll be entered to win the giveaway. Now, also watch that video because it gives a lot of information, but just know that if you join the live stream, you'll have a better chance of winning. Go watch the video. Now, I still need your help, so subscribe. That'll really help me out if you guys are not subscribed yet, and subscribe to the channel. So we gotta keep climbing, so help out wherever you can. What are we doing today? Well, we're gonna go over some bourbons, whiskeys that are a little confusing, right? Especially when you're getting into the bourbon game, into your bourbon journey, quite honestly, because you hear all these people talking about these bourbons and it's kind of a lot of information coming at you, right? And most people don't sit down, analyze, take in the information and do their research, right? Some people will be like, they'll watch a video and be like, oh, this person talked about this one, I'm gonna go to the store and buy it. And then you might make a mistake, right? I've been compiling a list of different mistakes, if you want to call it, errors that people have made and they've asked me about, or they've shared with me, or they've told me about, or I've heard around there. And I want to put this out. Today we're going to go over 5, but I want to put this out every once in a while just so that it helps those, especially if you're early in your bourbon journey, to not make these mistakes, because you go into a liquor store thinking that it's another bourbon that you're buying, and then you buy this one. Yeah, you'll be a little disappointed. It's not like you can go back and return it, right? I don't think I've ever heard of that, but either way, let's try to avoid that. So we have 5 here. Let's get started with that. And the first one, quite honestly, is one that I have right here. So it's our inaugural cheers. So cheers. Wow. That is surprisingly good. I popped this bottle just for this video because I haven't tasted this before. And that is Early Times Bottled in Bond. So you guys should know, I've never tasted Early Times Bottled in Bond. I've heard a lot of people talking about it, and they do not sell it here in Florida. I've never seen it here. I actually bought this in Georgia. But I will say that you do see another Early Times here, and that one I'll put right here. Whenever you go to a liquor store, you see this Early Times. Now, I've been asked the questions, hey, what do you think about this, about me buying this Early Times? And I'm like, hold on. Are you talking about Early Times Bottled in Bond, or is that really what you want? And they actually think that it's Early Times Bottled in Bond. Do not make that mistake, guys. This is not the same as that. Bottled and Bond is the one that people are talking about, that people would recommend. That is a really good value because it's 20 something bucks at 1 liter and it's bottled and bond. It actually really does taste good. I thought it was all some hype, but it actually does taste good. So when you see this, unless you're actually going for that, then don't buy it thinking that it's this. So that's the number one. So let me know if you've made that mistake before. Hey, we're all friends here. Mistakes are made so that you can get better, right? Another one that's kind of around that same boat is Henry McKenna. So Henry McKenna, 10-year bottled and bond, is what everybody is chasing, is the coveted one, is the one that people pay more money for and hoard and is and won so many awards. But there's a Henry McKenna, Henry McKenna bourbon. You do not want to confuse these two, right? Now, I will say I've never tasted this. I've tasted this, and this is great. This is amazing. But this I've never tasted. So I'm not saying that this is bad, but I am saying that if you're buying this thinking that it's this, I think you're gonna be disappointed. I mean, I would just assume that you will be. So don't make that mistake when you go to a liquor store. Look for Henry McKenna 10-year bottled and bond, and then you'll actually get the one that you're looking for. Again, you'll have to do some bourbon hunting, but this one, there's a reason why it's still on the shelves and you can find it probably everywhere. Yeah, exactly. I, for one, made a mistake and I bought this Lucky 7, the proprietor, 6 years, thinking that it was Lucky 7, the proprietor, 14 years. It has the same name. I thought it was the same thing, yada, yada, yada. I made a mistake. Okay? Can't cry about it. You acknowledge it, learn from it, move on, and don't do it again. So yeah, like I said, we're all friends here, and you don't have to be early in your bourbon journey to make these types of mistakes. It just is what it is. So the third one that I want to talk about is Wild Turkey 101. So I don't have a bottle of Wild Turkey 101 here because it's finished and I didn't replace it yet. But Wild Turkey 101 is a great bourbon. It's great for sipping, great for mixing, great for everything. It has 101 proof. It is an overall great value bourbon. It just is. But there's another Wild Turkey, and that is Wild Turkey without the 101. This Wild Turkey is lower proof. It's all right. It's probably the one that you probably grew up doing shots of or whatever. But don't go to a liquor store reaching for this Wild Turkey thinking that it's the Wild Turkey 101. Personally, I've never tasted this one itself, but I can only imagine that it tastes the same, just at lower proof. But I just think that the 101 gets such a good taste with that 101 proof that if you lower that proof, it's definitely not gonna taste the same. It's not gonna be as good, I don't think. But it all depends what you're looking for. If you're looking for this one, then great, more power to you. But if you're looking for that 101, don't leave the store with this one because you're gonna be disappointed. All right, we have two that are kind of the same, but not really. So we're gonna start first with this one and then we're gonna pivot to the last one, right? This next one is barrel proofs, right? Barrel proof versions of small batches. Now, we all know, or you should know, that Elijah Craig, Larceny, maybe some other ones, put out 3 offerings a year, right? And it's their barrel proof batches. That is not to be mistaken with their regular small batch, because they do have a regular small batch, right? So I know it's kind of confusing, but their small batch you can find anywhere, right? You can find a Larceny small batch, you can find a Elijah Craig small batch, and don't think that that's the one that everybody is looking for, because it's not. it's just a normal one. And I'm not saying that it's good or bad or whatever, but if you're getting that thinking that it's the Elijah Craig barrel proof or the Larceny barrel proof, A whatever, B whatever, C whatever, then you're gonna be disappointed. And then that also takes me to another kind of version of this number 4, let's say 4B, is store picks, right? Store picks, barrel picks, because a lot of times they do it with Elijah Craig, and a lot of times they are kind of barrel proof and they look very, very similar. I have one back here from Primo Liquors that looks extremely similar, but it's a store pick, right? So don't get that thinking that it's this, because it's not, although it's amazing and it's higher proof and all that and probably costs the same or maybe a little bit more. But if you're thinking that it's the barrel proof offerings that they put out 3 times a year, you're gonna be mistaken. And you know, unfortunately you're gonna pay for it, because you're gonna get this thinking that it's that, and yeah, you're gonna be disappointed. So don't make that mistake. But that gets me to my last one, which is kind of around the same ballpark as that, but we're not gonna talk about the regular versions, because Maker's Mark, we're talking about Maker's Mark, has many offerings. They have a regular Maker's Mark, they have the 46, they have the 46 cast strength, they have a 101, no, not the 101 cast strength, and they have a whole bunch of ones. But a lot of the ones that are getting mistaken is the private selection. So you do not know how many people have emailed me, texted me, talked to me about these private selections, thinking that they are getting a limited release series. I guess I could see how this is definitely a mistake, because they're kind of around the same price. You don't see them that much. They're a little bit coveted. Like if you go to an ABC, they have their private selection behind the glass cabinet. So I could kind of see how this is done, but you definitely cannot make that mistake, because they're 2 different things, right? The private selections are their store picks. They get privately selected, the notes and all this and that. And then these limited edition wood series are exactly that, limited edition series, and every year they put out some offerings for it, or one offering, or however many offerings. So definitely don't get those confused, because while these private selections are really good, like I really love that one, the Fireside one, it's not the same as the wood series limited editions, right? So definitely watch out for that. Don't make that mistake. They are very similar, I will say that, but you do want to make sure you get the right one, right? If you're looking for a private selection, then great, get your private selection. But if you're getting the private selection thinking that it's that limited edition series, yeah, think again and keep searching. Well guys, that is it for me. Let me know, comment below, have you seen these mistakes done? Have you done these mistakes yourself? Have you heard of this? Let me know, comment below. Love talking with you guys. Please do me the favor of liking or disliking this video. Subscribe, because now that we passed 1,000 subscribers, we're trying to get to that, let's say 2.5, and then we'll go to that 5K subscribers. So if you're not yet subscribed, please do so. That will really help me out, and hopefully you enjoyed this video. Go check out that cigar blend review video. Be put in for that giveaway, and I'm gonna keep enjoying the rest of my early times bottled and bond, and I want you to enjoy that whiskey. Cheers.